Well, here we are in April again. Another day spent down on the boat. Got a few things to do today to get it ready for the for being launched. The marina have confirmed with me that we're going to be launching on the 19th now, so that's what's that? 4 days away, 3 days away. So I've got a few bits and pieces to get done. So I've got to get the hull done, and I've also got to get the fins done. So with the fins, it's basically all rust. But we've got a special rust converter now. I ain't doing a product placement for it, so I don't know if it's any good, but we've got a special rust converter now that creates like a barrier over the rust, and it helps to stop the rust, and also is paintable, so we can paint over the top of it, so that'll be okay. Then I've also got to do the actual anti-fouling itself. So the anti-fouling I'm planning on doing tomorrow, because it's going to be a really nice day apparently tomorrow, so it'll be good to get it done then. We've also got the solar power kit sorted now, so that's arrived, and I'm going to be installing that today, so we can trickle charge the batteries and get some power going in there. Now it said in the advert it was 400 watts, but whether it is 400 watts I don't know. I think they might have just put too many zeros on the end of that, so I think it might be more like 4 watts. We'll see. But what we'll do is I'll rig it up first, and then I'll stick the meter on it, and we'll check it and see how much it's pumping out before we can do anything else. So that'll be the first job to do. I'll probably put some music over the background, just our channel music over the background, just purely because you don't want to sit there and listen to the wind howling across the microphone. There's nothing worse than trying to watch a video and the microphone's being whistled over. I'll crack on and do that. So those are the jobs to do today. Really exciting. Things are really starting to move along now, and I can't wait to get this girl in the water. The marina did talk to me about the mast as well. They're waiting for their health and safety, so they can't guarantee when the mast is going to be put up for me. The worst case scenario, I'm gonna have to do it myself, get a few hands together. I know Chris, he's a sailor, he's done some sailing himself. Chris Summerhill, good friend of mine, lovely guy. He's gonna come down and see us on Friday afternoon as well. So worst comes to worst, Chris, you're going to be helping me step the mast. So there we go, that's what we've got planned anyway. But before we do anything like that, let's have Il Smoko. So I need a fag, in other words, or as the I shouldn't say fag, because in America the term fag is something completely different to what it means in England. So I mean a cigarette. I did actually try and stop smoking and go on the vape, and then after recent events I was just like, oh, do you know what, fuck it, I don't give a fuck anymore, let's just have a fag. Right, okay, so those are the things that we've got to do. It's quite exciting actually. I mean, I am literally buzzing. I can't wait to get this girl in the water and get my life back together again in some sort of way. And it's been a hell of a ride. But that's shit, that's life. Okay, so I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna have a fag and I'll speak to you in a bit. There we go. So I've drilled through here into this top hatch and fed the wire through. glued it all into position, let that stick for now. Got to go up in the cockpit now and start doing the wiring and running the wires through to the battery. Okay. So now we're just wiring it all up. So got my live coming in there, negative here. I'm going to run these cables then all the way back through the boat, back to the battery. And that should be it. And then I'll just need some silicone, and I'll just go get some sealant to just to make sure that it's all watertight up there where I've threaded the cables through, and that the glue is holding. I could have screwed it in, but I thought I'll wait and get some nice screws rather than just chuck any old screws in that I've got at the moment. So there we go. So we've got a red and a black. Feeding them in. Now this is the fun bit, because I've got to thread this all the way back through the cockpit. Okay, so we've got a handy handle there, so we'll use that. We'll tap off that. I want to make sure that I've got enough cable so that if I open the hatch, it's not going to pull the cable out. So I think around there would be good. If we can find a bit of string, let's have a look. That'll do it for now. I'll do it for now. I'll just tie up to these cables and out of the way. Safe. I could do a better job later. This is just a bit of a bodge job at the moment. So if I fasten them up there, like that, that's my aerial lead. That goes to the mast. And I'm just going to tie these off here, just so that it's safe. It's not going to fall apart. There we go. Okay. There we go. Looks a bit shit, I know, but it's all temporary jobs. I'll take little bits and pieces just to make me feel like I'm doing something with the knife rather than sitting at my mum's going, oh God. Right, okay. I'm going to thread this then through this one here. Like that. And this one. So we go with the same hole. That. There we go. Getting there now. And then I've got my mast lights are up here. These are my mast lights. So once my mast is directly up here, well, it's not actually. It's just a bit further back here, just behind this panel. But there's a cutout here in the deck, and that's the access then for the electrics to go into the mast to power all the lights and things like that. So that's all them there. They then run down under the panel, and then they're running down here and then going off to the battery. So I've just literally put my solar in, so it's just above here. It's on top of this hatch. I might screw it in later, I don't know, we'll see. But for now I've just glued it in place with some strong glues, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just going to tie that off as well, just to make it a bit neater. Because this is my this is my bedroom, this basically. Get some cable ties. I've got some cable ties in the car, but I'll get them there. Plug it in for now, just so that the leads don't pull apart when I do it. Okay, so the next job then is I've got to feed these now under the bunk, through past the engine, and then down onto the battery. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Okay, we need to make some room. Fire blanket out the way. Sail. That's my sail. I think that's my main. Or is it that side? My main. One of them's the main sail. All nice white and blue sails, so that gives you an idea of the colour we have in the boat, doesn't it? White and blue. Sandwich kit, peanut butter, yummy, yummy. Don't know if my bread's all right though. It might have gone stale by now. So that's my lunch. I might be having stale peanut butter sandwiches yet. There's a Costa's down the road if I really get pushed to it, but I'm not really into, you know, financing corporations. Okay, so let's do that. Get some room. Get this out of the way. Bunk. Right. Aha. Yeah. Typical. I can't see the battery. Okay. So. I'm literally just chucking everything everywhere at the moment just to make some room. That's damp. That's not good. That's damp. Almost dry. But when I'm not here, the boat's locked up and there's no heat in the boat, so I'm not surprised really. But this is all my storage area. Yeah, I thought so. I'm not going to be able to see. I'll have to drill through that hole there. Okay. First things first, let's try and feed this wire through, shall we? Just gonna have to go around the back there, around there, past the speaker. I'll take all this drawer out as well. All my manuals. All my receipts, owner's papers. Spare bits and pieces, spare fan belts, etc. Alternator belts. There we go. We need to get access into there. Take that one out. Take that one out. Oh wow, okay. Right, there's a lot of wires under here. God knows what they all can do. Right. And some of these look decidedly dodgy. What the fuck is that one connected to? Nothing. What's that for? Where does that even go? Fuses. Oh, okay, so that's all the electrical system. Let's just concentrate on one job at a time today, I think. Things like that I can go over and do in time. And feed the live down first. That's the live. And then neutral. Show you what we've done. Right, so all we've done is
can probably see that there. We've threaded the cables coming down here behind the power line into there, feeding it into this storage area here, and then we're going to run it then all the way along into the engine bay. Okay. Well, that's the solar done. It was a bit of a ball ache. My back is killing me now, all the twisting and bending and stuff, trying to run wires through the boat. But I've got it done. So I've got the solar charger now, pumping power into the battery and charging my battery for me. So that's the job I wanted to get done. I've done it. Right, sweet. So the next job then was to do the fins on and the keel with the rust converter. But unfortunately, it's raining outside, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get a chance to do it. But basically, I need to go out there with that stuff there and paint the fins with the metal fins, because they're all covered in rust, and then it reacts with the metal and it creates a nice bond and a seal, as it were, around the rust, and stops it rusting anymore, and then you can paint over it then as well. Colour schemes, where we've gone for the blue and white, because the sails are blue and white. I was thinking about the colours the other day, I mentioned it, and I thought, well, what colour are we going to do her? And I dug the sails out, unpacked all the sails, and they're blue and white, so she's going to be blue and white. Okay, so that's that job done. Right, that's the decision made. She's going into the water on the 19th, so I've got literally Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days. 3 days to get her ready for the water. Shit. I don't know. That's yeah, I've got some work to do. I've got to get the anti-fouling done. I've got to get the fins done. Now, they're really the only two jobs that I need to get done at the moment. Just those two. The mast is going to be put up by the guys here in the marina before they then put her in the water and then tow her all the way down into where she's going to be berthed up at Cardiff Marina. So where we are, we're up the river a little bit, and it's more kind of a hard standing, a storage area where people bring their boats ashore, fix them up, and then we put them back in the water again later. So she'll be in the water there, thankfully. I've got my berth number, so I know where I'm going to be. And yeah, I could quite happily see myself waking up in the morning and looking down the river. I could see I'd like that, yeah. And even just sitting there on the bank, sitting on the back of the boat with the rod out, I'd be happy there as well. So there are good things ahead. Where I'm going to put everything, that's a different matter. I've been looking at this. I've got a huge fishing tackle set up for carp and stuff for my mother's, but I think she's going to I've told her that she's going to keep my rod bags and stuff in her attic. That's going to be out of the way. I've got a huge tackle box, which I'm not going to need. So I'm deciding, I've got some sea stuff in there, so I might just drag the sea stuff out and then put the other stuff into smaller bags and put it in my mum's attic and get it all out of the way then. Because I never know what's going to happen in the future. I may end up coming back, I may end up living back on the land again and going back carp fishing, but at least I've got all my equipment and I haven't sold it or thrown it away. Clothes wise, I had 9 bags, 9 big black bin bags full of clothes. I've now whittled that down to 4, so we're getting somewhere. A lot of the things I'm never going to wear, things that I didn't even like, but I wore them just to keep the peace. So I've done all of that and gone through all of that. Yeah, so the storage area is going to be the thing, and I've got my PC obviously, because I've got a gaming PC. It's a big water cooled thing, it's huge, it is. But because I do a lot of gaming and things to deal with my depression, etc. I have somewhere, I need somewhere I'm going to put that. But I've been looking, and I keep looking now, even as I'm talking to you. There's a place down there that I could maybe stick it in the forward berth over to the side or somewhere, and just not make sure that I'm not lying on it, But I'll have a look at that. Another day. But that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Got lots of bits and pieces that I need to do on the boat, but a lot of it I can do when I'm packed up. It's not a problem. Right, I'm going to go get on, and I don't know if we'll do the fins today, but we'll go and have a look now, and we'll see where we go from there. All right. Right, there we go, that's them done. I don't mind telling you, it was a little bit crazy under there. When that wind's howling through and you're on your back in a confined space like that painting, yeah, got all that on. The prop as well, just give her a bow over. And the other fin side is done as well. So right, okay, she's ready for painting now. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have some better weather. I can get the anti-foul on. There we go, sweetheart. Looking good. Well, I managed to get done what I wanted to get done today. That's good. I'm feeling quite positive now. So we did have a bit of rain, and I was wondering if I was going to get a chance to get the keels done today and covered in the rust converter, but I managed to get it done. I've just literally got back in the car now. My ass is soaking wet because I sat in a few puddles, but hey, something I'm going to have to get used to. So I've got that sorted. The solar power is all up and running as well. That's charging the battery. So everything I wanted to do today is done so far, so I'm happy. All right. Tomorrow is anti-foul day. So again, we're gonna have to go off and get some anti-foul and get the boat painted, make it look pretty, and I'm looking forward to that. I'll tell a lie, I'm looking forward to how she will look after that. I'm not looking forward to doing it because I know it's going to be a pain in the ass, but what can you do? Anyway, that's that to do. I'm gonna head off now and go get something to eat, but if you want to buy me a coffee or even a sandwich, by all means you can feel free to check out our YouTube channel, and there are some links to Patreon on there, and go and buy me a brew. That'd be most appreciated. Take care now. Bye bye.